my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, it looks like if you are Jeezy and Jeannie we have actual verified information about the divorce. And y'all, Jeezy's looking like a bit of a jerk. Let me just say this, right? Entertainment Tonight has an exclusive from sources. Entertainment Tonight is a verified media outlet when it comes to celebrity entertainment news. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're not doing any X-File flotations of like, conspiracy theories and whatnot. But I do need to say this, okay? Let's get into this. Let me just read the statement and then we're going to actually dissect it because you guys, it needs to be said. It just needs to be said. This whole thing, well, let's just read this and then we'll get into it. Where is it? Hold on, let me pull it up, y'all. Okay, they said Jeezy and Jeannie divorcing because of family values and expectations. Listen to this, because I have some opinions. They're saying Jeezy filing comes more than 2 years after he and the former co-host of The Real tied the knot. Jeezy and Jeannie's pending divorce stems from different views. A source tells ET that the 45-year-old rapper, whose real name is Jay Wayne Jenkins, and the former co-host of The Real weren't on the same page when it came to certain family values and expectations. They said they had different views and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met. Now, they said Maya and Jeezy first linked up in January 2019. This is how I think ET is directly from them, and I'll let you know why I think it's Jeezy. But listen, because a source confirmed the relationship to ET in April 2019. They made things Instagram official in 2019 September. The couple went on to tie the knot during an intimate ceremony in Atlanta, Georgia, before they welcomed their daughter Monaco in January 2022. Monaco anyway. Jeezy is also a dad to 3 older children, Jadarius, Shaheem, and Amra, from previous relationships. According to court documents obtained by ET, Jeezy filed for divorce on Thursday in Fulton County Superior Court. The documents state they've been separated, the marriage is irretrievably broken, and there's no hope of reconciliation. Jeezy also wants joint legal custody of their daughter. Now, interestingly enough, as much as y'all be in the comments defending him, he never fought for joint custody of anybody else, just Jeannie. And if y'all think it's because, Jeannie's child special, no, he just wants to make sure that Jeannie stays in Georgia, because if he has joint custody, Jeannie is not going to move all the way to California. He wants to make sure Jeannie stays in Georgia so he can keep that Georgia level of child support, because if she establishes her residency in California after a year or two, she's going to be able to run those pockets up. Anyway, right? The documents further state that they signed a prenuptial agreement on the day they got married. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution was the first to report the news. Again, I will always hold to that Jeezy broke that news to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, because when it leaked, it wasn't even on the public record. So come on now. Let's see. The filing comes more than 2 years after he and Jeannie tied the knot. On the day of the filing, the rapper shared a gallery of photos on Instagram alongside a caption that seemingly references the impending split, saying, "I'm too focused on who I'm becoming to focus who's not coming with me." Okay. Let's see. Wendy Osefo, one of the many to comment on the post's implications, writing the caption, "Sir." Anyway, listen. Here's all I want to say, and this is really important. This is what Jeannie said about him. Just remember this. "We looked at each other at this time of the quarantine like, yep, we can do this. We are gangster. We are doing amazing. I'm a super introvert, meaning I love quality conversations. I love intimacy. I love thoughtful presence for another. So this was a dream for me. It allows me to focus on how to support people who need it out there." Noting that she's learned Jeezy is such an inspiring person to be around. Nearly 3 months after their wedding, she said this, "Oh my God, married life feels 1,000% different than when we were dating in the greatest way. I love our dating life because we really spent such concentrated quality time getting to know each other and making sure that we were right for each other. And now being married, it's handled with such delicacy and such thoughtfulness because we're in our 40s and we both grew up in households that weren't healthy marriages. We've never seen what it looks like. Again, this is her second divorce. Now, I know everybody likes to say it was her mouth, but Jeannie even said that whatever happened, he checked her and she got in line. So that wasn't an issue moving forward. But y'all, consider this, right? And this is why I'm going through this. I just have a few comments, right? One, I'm expecting Jeezy to pop up with a new woman in about 3 months, right? Now, you might say, why are you expecting that? Because did you read the article? I'll read it. Rewind it if you want. He literally left her for no reason. You leave your wife and your child that's only a year old? Like, what is he talking about? Jeannie Mai is super close to her family. And her family, I'm looking at this article, they're always around. She even made a point to get super close to his parents and his family because she's all about family. It's not like they were different religions. You don't secretly, at least in my book, plan a divorce and blindside someone because of family differences. It makes zero sense. Now, I have a theory, but I want to say this, right? It makes zero sense. It makes me think he's not giving the real reason. I think the real reason is she wasn't exciting anymore. He fell in love with a certain person. Now she got a baby, postpartum depression. She has other needs. She's out there working. The whole family values and expectations makes me think that this is my speculation. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments respectfully, that he expected her to give up all the bags and be a stay-at-home mom and just cater to him and whatever energy she has, take care of the baby. That's the way it sounds to me. Because Jeannie is nothing but family values. What do you mean? And you cannot say that she's a bad mom. You can't say that. So what? Anyway, right? He's not giving the real reason. Also, this makes me think that whatever the real reason is not exactly a good look for him. That's why he doesn't want to share it, right? Now, who leaked the article? I'm leaning, even though Jeannie does stuff with Entertainment Tonight and whatnot, I'm leaning heavily toward Jeezy's camp because listen to this. They had different views and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met. For one, who was the person that filed for divorce? Seriously. So whose needs weren't actually being met? This is coming directly from a perspective of someone that filed for divorce. Again, look at the point of view. A source tells ET the 45-year-old rapper, whose real name is Jay Wayne Jenkins, and the former co-host weren't on the same page when it came to certain family values and expectations. Again, look at the point of view this is being written from. The other person couldn't meet the expectation and family values. Low key, it sounds like he's trying to imply in a more subtle way what Joe Jonas was trying to do to Sophie Turner, but that blew up in his face, right? Like, ooh, like she can't say Jeannie is a wild party girl. You can't say she's not a devoted mom. You can't say she did not literally bow down and kiss your feet. Jeezy has been famous for a minute, and he's super used to women catering to him. I'm just saying. He probably didn't like the fact that he was getting a career woman. You know what I'm saying? And remember, they got together during quarantine. She even was working from the house, so he always saw where she was at. And when her show got canceled, right, she had to get back into networking and the job market. And I'm sure he didn't like that either. Again, his idea of family values is a woman, of him liking the idea of a wife to him stays in the house and catering to him. So listen, I'm back to my original theory. Did he find someone who had the time and energy to gas him up 24/7? Because I bet when she wasn't working or networking, Jeannie put all her attention into the baby, which leads me back to my point. This is a PSA. Wake up. being a pick-me, and I say that with respect, let me not call pick-me's pick-me's, because it gets y'all, not y'all, but it gets them upset. Feeding into that submissive game means that you are 100% happy giving up everything you want, everything you hope, everything you dream, all your security, all your future, everything, and putting it in the hands of a man. Baby, I would only do that to my daddy, because he's already shown and proved that he's willing to invest everything into me and only wants the best and wants to see me grow. And he doesn't care if he's happy as long as I'm happy. Because what you do is you put yourself in this situation. Maybe it is as simple as he wasn't happy. He wasn't getting what he wanted out of the situation. And I understand some people can't understand why I would think that is unfair, because Jeannie, she wanted a family. She gave him a baby. I feel like some people just don't acknowledge what a big sacrifice and labor of love it is to bear someone a child. I know in like American, right? I can only speak because I am American, communities, having a child is like, oh, so what, so what, so what? But it's not so what. Because all those people that want to talk about what the Bible says and this and that, baby, God, Jesus, the Bible, Jehovah, Allah, the devil, whoever you worship, the divine universe, nothing is more sacred than giving somebody the gift of life, of bearing somebody's seed, somebody's lifeline, somebody's legacy, bringing it into the world. As much as these incels and pick-me's want to act like it ain't nothing, baby, if it's not nothing, then why? Like, the give anything in this universe that gives life. It is such a big gift, but it is also the biggest sacrifice. Nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing that actually brings great change can come without bringing great change into your life. And I'm really sick. I'll get off my high horse, but I'm really sick of people just acting like, oh, so what? Give your man a baby. Give your man a baby. It's a gift. It's a gift. And I think we've all lost sight of that. This isn't just a Jeannie. This is just for anybody. And for all y'all people talking about those dark meat comments she said, let me tell y'all something, because this is where I think just a little bit of, well, let me just tell you what I think of it. And you tell me what you think. And please just be respectful in the comments, because y'all know I block people. The incel Dusties, please go. Pick-me's, stop. But if you are going to be in the comments, just be respectful, all right? So we can just kiki. I don't care if you agree with me, but I do expect you to be respectful. Okay, so listen. When Jeannie said, I like a little on the side, one of the reasons I thought she got so upset is because she pretty much exposed that her and Freddie had an open relationship. Now, was it very, very, very racial? Of course. Was it disgusting of her to say? Of course. But Jeezy talked to her and said she ain't racist, right? It's his choice. He married that woman. How are y'all on one thing defending him when he wanted this? He has a preference. He don't want y'all. He wants somebody to look Japanese or like, did y'all want first rights of refusal? But also, when Jeannie was talking about that submissive, not the mouse, when she said sisters, let me tell you, I'm 100% certain she was talking to Asian women. See, that's the gag, and that's what these passport bros don't know. Asian women are not submissive. Yes, I know for whatever reason they got this reputation for being submissive. They are not submissive. As a culture, they run their households. They run their men. They got mouths on them. Jeannie thought she was breaking a generational curse. She thought the reason why her grandmother and her grandfather was miserable and her mom and her daddy divorced is because Jeannie's mom. So she went and she bought into the whole thing of submission. And she thought she was dating a generational curse. She was not talking to Black women. However, Jeezy has talking to Black women all the time. And I hate to tell you, unless you light skin with curly hair or you look like you're mixed or exotic, baby, he ain't checking for you as a point of measure, period, point blank. So please, can we all pay attention to who we're defending? And baby, I'm not defending either of them, but I know for certain I can recognize a little game. And honestly, as a woman, I understand people want to see Jeannie punished. I understand, Tamar getting out. I understand. But as a woman, yo, what he did to her was messed up. And for you to be a woman saying that he had the right to leave a wife and a baby that's not even a year, holding on to papers because of mouth, y'all, I can't. Listen, I really honestly do think something is going to come up. Also, I want to say Surf Beach and Fun on Insta, we've been chopping it up, talking. She had a few things that actually, should I talk about them now or in the next video? A few things that, she said that she kept convincing herself in many interviews that her submissive ideas correlate to her past as a child. She's trying to convince herself with this brainwashing, the reason why she's doing this, it's nonsense. She needs help to unravel the way she's analyzing her presence. It's messed up. Imagine that vacay. She's showing her accommodations in one clip and he's looking at the ocean and she walks by and he barely says anything. And I bet she thought, she's like, I bet he was thinking, I'm leaving your butt, right? That was a work trip. Listen, I see everybody's viewpoint, but I just honestly feel that y'all are giving this man that has screwed over a black woman, screwed over a half black woman, and now he's moved over to Asia, and y'all are like still giving passes again. Jeezy is not ready to be a husband. He got money. He lives in the South. I don't know what happens in the Atlanta water, but the men wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be me. I would live in Siberia before I moved to Atlanta looking for a man. There's something in the mindset, right? But honestly, listen, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just honestly, even the thing about, oh, I have a problem. Imagine you being 40 and another person tells you that you've been communicating wrong your whole life. Now, I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I am saying that when people do that, sometimes you got to look at the messenger and be like, wait a second. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.